Good old plain old glue slime. So I have two bowls. I have some glue. I have baking soda. I have saline solution. Okay, so to make sure it has boric acid in it. So I actually bought these at Target. I also have some glitter, some food coloring, and I'm going to add some beads as well. Okay, so and also something to start with. I like um, wooden sticks. You can also use spoons. All right, so I'm going to lower the camera so that you can actually see what I'm doing. All right, here are the bowls. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so first I'm going to pour some glue. It's about half a cup. Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to add some baking soda. So this is a teaspoon. So I'm going to add about one into each. Okay. And then I will stir it up. And you want to mix in your baking soda first. Okay, so here it is. Until it dissolves or is mixed in. Okay, so that's one of them. Here's my other one. Okay, so next on one of them, I will put some food coloring. On the other, at the end, I'll add some beads. So I'm going to put some blue into the blue bowl, and I'm going to add some blue glitter as well. Okay, and you always want to put the food coloring in. I like to put the glitter in before. Oh, it's actually green also in there. That's cool. So green and blue. It was the wrong label on the food coloring. Oops. Actually, this works. I'm gonna see if I have some green glitter. It looks so cool anyway. Okay, let's see if I have any green glitter. I do not. All right, so, and then in here, I'm making a plain one. So next, you want to add a little contact solution. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little into both and stir. And what you're looking for is for it to start to clump up. So this one, so I added probably about less than a teaspoon into this one, and it's already starting to clump up, right? So you can actually see that, okay? And then this one as well, I will stir so you can see. If you add too much, it actually turns into putty, so I want to be careful. Okay, so now on here, because it's starting to clump up, I'm going to add some beads into the orange bowl, and I have multicolored ones. Just add some texture, so even if you didn't have any food coloring, right, you can add some texture into your slime. And I'm going to poke it just to see if I can pick it up, and it's actually pretty good already. That was good. And if it's too sticky, you can put some of the saline on your hands, okay, because all it is just salted water. It's actually used in your contact lenses to actually clean them. All right, so this one is perfect. As you can see, it's a little hard, so I'm going to knead it a little bit. But if you hold it up, kind of slimy, okay? And with the beads, it actually looks like a funfetti, right? And then you would just store this in a Tupperware or in a plastic bag, okay? And if it comes out and it's too stiff, you can always add some lotion, okay, to actually make it a little better. All right, here's my food coloring one. And this one is pretty close as well. So I don't want it to get too hard, so it's a little sticky. So you really have to knead it. And this one's pretty good. Actually, I like the green with the blue blue glitter. It looks pretty neat. Okay, so this one is also, but this one's better. Okay, so it acts more slime-like. See, I'm holding it and it's starting to drip. All right, very good. So this is just the plain old traditional slime with the glue, baking soda, and saline solution. Okay, so good luck and have some fun making them. Okay, so this is the slime without a glue in case you want to make bone grow but don't have glue. So here I have a bowl again. I have a wooden stick to mix everything. I have 2 tablespoons. Okay. I have cornstarch. Okay. And I have dish soap. And I always like Dawn. It actually smells good. So. Okay, so first things first, you put 4 tablespoons of cornstarch in. So I always like leveling it. Okay, so 1. I'm just going to move my camera down so you can actually see the bowl. Okay, there we go. 2, 3, 4. All right, next, it's easier if you have a new tablespoon. Next, you add 3 tablespoons of dish soap. So, 1, 2, 3. So this one is already blue, so I'm going to just mix it up like this, but you could add food coloring. So at first you have to be careful. You just keep mixing, okay? And now if you added too much cornstarch or too much of the dish soap, you just add more of the other ingredient. So this one is starting to combine. You can actually see it's a little blue, right? Because my dish soap is blue. So if you find like orange dish soap, it'll be orange. If you find red dish soap, it'll be reddish. I mean, it isn't overwhelming blue. And you can start to see that it's starting to come together. It looks a little lumpy. Okay. And you just keep mixing. I'm going to start to pick it up a little bit. Okay, it's a little sticky. Okay, let's see if I can pick it up. Mix it. There you go. All right. So you have to knead this. It's actually pretty cool. It's a little different than actual slime, but it's kind of a nice texture. It's almost like one of those, you know. Oh yeah, this is good. Okay, so it's a little bit. It falls apart a little bit, so you might want to add. So I'm gonna put some. Oh, excuse my dog. He's out here with me. All right. So I'm gonna put some more soap in there. So I just put it in the bowl, and I'm gonna mix it in. And let's see. Okay, so it is getting a little more stretchy. So this is actually pretty cool. All right. If you want and you have lotion at home, you can always put some lotion in just to make it a little more stretchy. So I do have some lotion here. It's just some plain lotion. I'm gonna put a little on. Okay. Mix it in. But you don't have to. Okay, it will work with just the soap and the cornstarch. There we go. So it gets a little sticky, but after it gets mixed in, it'll be a little more pliable. So as you can see, it's kind of a little better. See? It's kind of like slime. All right? It's actually pretty cool. And then you can fiddle with it. Okay? So once again, household ingredients. Cornstarch, 4 tablespoons. Dish soap. I use Dawn, but any dish soap is good. And that's 3 tablespoons. Mix it up. If you want to put food coloring in, even glitter, you can. And then I just had this body lotion around just to make it a little more, but you don't need to add that. Okay, so it is a pretty good slime. Okay, all right, good luck. Okay, I am back with another no glue slime, And this one, you need cornstarch, and I have conditioner shampoo. So like hair conditioner, okay? I have 2 half-cup measuring cups, a bowl, and then I have a wooden stick, and I have some food coloring as well, okay? So I'm going to put a half a cup of cornstarch in. So I have my spoon in here to measure it. So it's a half a cup of cornstarch, which is used in cooking. So most families have this, most houses have this. All right, this is about half a cup. Okay, I'll move this out of the way. I'm going to keep this handy in case I over measured. And then a half a cup of the conditioner. So I will move my camera down to show you. Sorry. And I have a coconut smelling one, so it actually smells good. Alright, I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to use my wooden stick just to scoop it out. So now I'm going to put some food coloring, and I'm going to put a green in here. Okay. And that's it. It's a soft dough. I'm going to put about 2 or 3 drops, and you just keep mixing. And if you put too much conditioner, you add a little bit of cornstarch. If you put too much cornstarch, you add more conditioner. So at first it looks like nothing will happen. Okay. And try to find something that you like how it smells, because I actually like coconut. So this conditioner, it actually smells like a coconut. You can also add more food coloring. I just put some green. I added about 4 drops. But, okay, so it's starting to come together a little bit. Okay, I think I might have put too much conditioner in, but we'll see. And with the food coloring, that probably added some liquid as well. So yeah, so in other words, it's a little too liquidy. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit more cornstarch, probably about a tablespoon more. It does get all over, so that's why I'm outside on my deck. Okay, so now it's starting to get a little bit more of a slime-like consistency, gelling a little bit more. Okay, and of course, anytime you make any slime, it's always trial and error, and you can fix stuff up, you can mess up. So I'm going to touch it. It's a little sticky. Okay, so I'm going to put a little more cornstarch. Okay, I'm just going to wipe my hands. It does feel like glue though, a little bit, so that's good. All right, there we go. So maybe when you make this, I would start off with a half a cup of each, but then I would definitely add some more cornstarch, because for some reason I guess I didn't either add enough, or maybe it's just the conditioner's a little more viscous. It also depends on the conditioner. It actually looks like a toothpaste. Okay, so it's getting closer. And remember, with anything with science, it always takes trial and error and experimenting. So I'm just going to wipe it off in the bowl. I'm going to mix it. Okay. Yes, it also does depend on the conditioner. So I have like White Rain conditioner. Other brands that might not be as thick, might be thinner. There you go. Here it's starting to combine. Gonna mix it up. So it's more like a soft dough than a real slime, but it is kind of cool. So I'm gonna pick it up. There we go. Actually, it makes a lot, and it's not sticky. And there you go. If you need it, just gonna take up all the pieces. So it's more like a soft dough, as I said before. but it is a cool consistency. It is fun to play with. See? It's actually pretty cool. Okay. And it's not sticky. Okay, so this one, once again, you would store in a Tupperware or in a bag. It's probably easier in a small Tupperware. Okay, so here it is. And good luck. Okay, so I have some more no glue slimes for you. This one is very, very easy. You need Play-Doh. Oops, sorry. Some bowls and some body lotion. Okay, so all it is, and I'm going to make two. I'm going to put some red Play-Doh right into here. So I just got this at the store, supermarket, but I'm sure if you have a younger sibling, they might have some, and I'm having a hard time taking it out. Okay, so that's that one. Then I'll use this one as well. Okay, and I'll use two types of body lotion. This one, then I also have this as well. One is hand lotion, one is body lotion, and I'm just going to show you the difference. And it really isn't, but I'm just, showing. Okay. All right. So now you just add, I'm just going to move my camera down just to show you. Now you just add some body lotion into it. Okay. And I'm going to do this one too. Let's brand new container. Okay. And then you just knead it. So in other words, you mix it in with your hands. So, all right, so you might get dirty. So it's kind of it's almost like cheating because the Play-Doh is already kind of soft. But then when you add the body lotion, so it kind of seems like it's falling apart. Okay. And it's always better to add less body lotion at first, and then if you have to add more. But this is actually getting pretty good. It's actually turning a lot more pliable and slime-like. So as you can see, I'm actually squishing it. It's just easier for me to squish it. It's not sticking really. And also your hands with the lotion will be nice and smooth. All right, so as you can see, it's a little more like slime. Okay, I do have some more in here, so I'm just gonna mix it up just to make it a little thinner. Okay, so you can add a little more lotion. So if you notice, I added probably about a tablespoon, maybe a little less. Okay, or like a squirt of it. Okay, and then you can add more if you want to make it a little runnier. Okay, so it is kind of like slime, and once again, you can store it in a baggie, in a Tupperware. Okay, I just thought that this one was pretty easy, and it was neat, and it is kind of like a fake slime that does get slime-like. Okay, so you can obviously add more lotion if you wanted to. Okay, so I'm just gonna try on this one with the other kind of lotion. Once again, I like to pick it up and just mush it. Okay, and it's a little different type of lotion. So, and you can hear that it's kind of squishy. Actually feels good. I mean, it isn't like the glue. So, and once again, your hands will be nice and smooth. All right. So, let's see. Actually, some of the blue is coming off on my hands from the Play-Doh. So I would have some paper towels. It probably won't stain permanently. It's just because you're adding. So here with the other lotion, it's a little more like slime. You can add a little more, which I have here. Okay. And if you add too much, you can always wipe it with like a paper towel. All right. This one's actually pretty good. See, it's more slime-like. Okay. So that's just another idea if you do not have glue. And I have my paper towels. Okay, so I'm back again with another no glue slime, and this one involves a peel off mask. Okay, so you need to find one that has polyvinyl alcohol. So if you look at the ingredients, it's usually the second or third ingredient on there. Okay, so it's polyvinyl alcohol. So this one I actually found in CVS pharmacy, but I'm sure they're all over the place. You can also look on Amazon. Um, you might have some at home. Okay, so you also need contact solution again, some baking soda, and then I have some food coloring and glitter. So I'm going to make two of these. So one without anything added, and then one with glitter and food coloring. Okay, so I'm just going to move my camera down so that you can see. There you go. And I have two bowls. So I just open up the gel, and I'm going to put about half of the bottle into one and half of the bottle into the other. Okay? There you go. Ignore any of the noises. That's what makes it fun. Then in the one, I'm not adding anything. In the other, I'm going to add some red glitter. Lots of it. Okay, and a drop or two of red food coloring. Okay, I should put about 4 drops. Next, I'm going to put in less than a teaspoon of baking soda. So here's my teaspoon, and it's less than that. I'm going to sprinkle it. And then over here, it just has the mask. I'm going to add that also, the baking soda. So that was a little less. Once again, I have my wooden sticks to stir. So I'm going to stir this one just to mix in all the food coloring, glitter, and also the baking soda. And it actually has a consistency of glue after you add all the baking soda. So it's a nice, and then I would just make sure you really mix in the food coloring and the baking soda. So this one is pretty good. It's well mixed. And then this one is just the baking soda and the face mask. So once again, make sure that it says polyvinyl alcohol. Okay? And all that is just a chain of molecules. Okay? So it's actually pretty cool. Some chemistry in with your slime making. All right, so that's well mixed. And once again, I'm going to do this one first. Once again, you add the contact solution very slowly. So I just put a few dribbles in there. Once again, it's just like the glue. It actually starts to clump up. Okay, I like this plain one. It actually looks pretty cool with the white baking soda into it. Okay, and if you feel it, it's sticky, so it's not ready yet, but I'm mixing it pretty well, and soon I'm going to add it on my hands. That was probably a little early, but it's all right. All right, yeah, so now it's time. I'm going to add it on my hands. I'm going to clean that a bit. I'm going to put a little more in. It feels a little sticky. Okay, and I'm going to mix it around. Oh, this will be good. Okay, so I'm not really picking it up yet. I'm just mixing it, and now I'm going to pick it up. So it's a little sticky. It actually smells good. So I have aloe cucumber. If it's a little sticky, you just put a little more in. So I'm happy this happened, just to show you what to do. It does get a little messy, this one. Okay, you might need a little more of the contact solution, but I put some in the bowl. There you go. It's starting to gel. So when it's ready, it usually pops off your hands, anything that sticks, and it's almost there. And I'm sure most of you were experts with the slime making, so you're probably laughing at me as I'm messing up. But oh, there we go. I'm just gonna put a dot. There you go. And now, see how it comes off your hands? So it works well. So it actually smells really good, as I said earlier. All right, so this one is good. It's actually very, very, very slime-like, as if you use glue. Okay. And once again, you can store it in a Tupperware like this. You can put it in a plastic bag, in the fridge, or just out. And the more you knead it, it actually gets even, it actually looks glossy. It's actually pretty nice. Okay? So that is the one without any food coloring or glitter. So this one has the food coloring, glitter, and I already put the baking soda into it. So once again, I'm going to start to add the contact solution. So I added a little more based on my last one I just did. It's starting to clump up. Make sure you really mix it. Okay, it's almost there. A little more. And then I will attempt again on my hands. Let's hope I estimated right. Oh yeah. Okay, so a dab more. And then this part is always the hard part, how much you have to add. Okay. So once again, I'm just gonna almost like putty, but it's not. Oh, this one was a lot better. I have redeemed myself in my slime making. All right, so as you can see, once again, it smells good, but now it's nice and red and glittery. I added the food coloring into it and the red glitter. Okay, so nice slime. Once again, you can store it in a Ziploc bag or in a Tupperware. If you pop it in the refrigerator, if you put it in and then take it out, it might have to warm up a bit. But you can also just keep it out in your room or whatever. And once again, it's good. It takes off anything that was sticky on my hands. And this is a nice one. Okay, so good luck. Okay, so this slime is very, very different. So I have a bowl that's microwavable. I have toothpaste. So I picked Colgate. I have some red food coloring, but you can use any color. Something to stir it with, some baby oil, and some just plain old body lotion. All right, so with this one, you will need the microwave, and you have to be very, very careful. So if you're, ask your parents or whoever's at home. But first, I'm going to take my toothpaste, and I'm going to lower this so it's out of the tube, and I'm going to squeeze the whole bunch. So I'll have that smell, so depending on what kind. And I just like the plain old white toothpaste, and I'm going to glue most of it down. So I'm going to use up the whole tube if you can. You don't have to, but I am, just to show you. All right, so that's pretty much the whole tube. Now I'm going to add some red food coloring into there and then mix it out. Okay, so it has that nice minty smell if you like that smell. Okay. So here's the part that you have to be careful with. So I'm going to microwave it, and I'm going to count how many times I have to microwave it. And then I will tell you, and I will show you after my first one. So you microwave it for 30 seconds, and then carefully take it out and stir it. And you'll notice that it will start to expand a little bit and actually get thicker. So it could take anywhere between 2 to about 5 times, microwaving at 30 seconds each time. Okay, so I'll be right back after the first one. All right, so this is after the first one. Notice how it's bubbly and it is hot. So you have to be careful. Wait a few, wait a minute or two. do not touch it, and then just stir it. And notice how it's really not that thicker, but it kind of did expand a little bit. So this is after the first one. It looks normal, but you want to do 30 seconds at a time. So I did it once. I'm going to keep doing it until it gets to the desired consistency I want, and then I'll tell you how many times I actually did it. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, so I microwaved it 6 times at 30 seconds. Remember, it is extremely hot. So notice how it's a lot thicker. Okay, so please be careful because it gets very, very, very hot. And now I'm going to wait for it to cool completely, and then I'll show you the final steps. Okay? Okay, so my toothpaste is cooled. You can actually see that it's very hard now. So now I want to soften it up a little. Okay, so it's nice and cool. It's kind of pliable, but I'm going to make it a little better. So here it is. It's actually pretty good, but it actually breaks apart. Okay, so I'm going to put a little lotion in there. Just plain old lotion, just a little bit. Okay, I also have baby oil, but you might not even need it. Okay, so this was microwaved, remember, 6 times, 30 seconds each. I'm just going to raise this up a little. Okay, and then I cooled it. Be careful, it is very, very hot, and now it is cool. I actually cooled it for about 45 minutes to an hour. And as you can see, I added some lotion, and now it's turning into slime. It isn't that sticky. It actually smells like the lotion with some peppermint smell or minty smell. And this is pretty good slime. Once again, you would store it in a Tupperware. It's a little sticky, so if it is a little sticky, right, you can put some baby oil on. So I'm gonna put it in the bowl. Yeah, it is a little sticky. I put a little too much lotion. And so I just have this plain old baby oil. I'm gonna put a little on my hands, just a little, and then pick it up. It's starting to stick a bit, so I'm gonna put a little more. There you go. And if I add too much oil, I'll just put more lotion on, just to counterbalance. Okay, and there we go. All right, it's not sticky, and as you keep working it, there you go. So it's actually a pretty good slime, and it's just toothpaste, some food coloring, microwaved, and then some body lotion. Okay, it's a little sticky, so I might have to put a little bit more baby oil and then lotion. So I'm gonna put it in the bowl and then stick it in. Oh, there you go. Okay, and it's also trial and error. Like I've actually made this a few times, and now I'm getting the hang of it. And there we go. It's a lot better now. Okay, and there it is. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, so if it's too sticky, just add some more oil, add some more lotion, and then you should have a nice slime. It's just a different way to make it. Good luck. Okay, so this next one is a little different than slime. It's almost like making jelly. So I need a bowl. I have some shampoo that's clearish, gloopy. Okay, I have some salt. Okay, and I have food coloring, and at this time I have a blue and some blue glitter. So I'm going to move my camera down and just show you. And I also have something to stir it with. Okay, so I'm going to open up my shampoo, put some in, and notice how it's kind of thickish already. All right, I'm going to add some food coloring. I like blue. Okay, almost out of blue. And I'm going to add some glitter as well. So I like lots of glitter. So I added a lot. Okay, so now I will mix it. just mix it so that it's evenly spread out. And this one, I also have a small Tupperware container with a lid. Okay, so now I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. So I'm just adding like a pinch of salt. So if you look, just a little bit of salt, and I'm going to mix it in, and it should start to thicken a little bit. Okay, might get bubbly a little, so I'm going to add a little more. So I would say like 2 pinches, and just spread it out throughout the thing. It might bubble. Mix it really well. A little more. Okay. There we go. So it'll actually start bubbling a little bit. And now you put it into your Tupperware, and it will actually get almost like jelly. Okay, so I'll put it in there, put it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours, and then you'll come back and it'll be almost like jelly. Okay, so I will cover it, and we'll come back in about 2 hours. Okay, so this is after a few hours with that special slime. So it's just the soap and the salt, and notice how it's a lot thicker and gloopier. So the longer you keep it in, so maybe over a night, it actually turns more. So you have to play with this. You have to figure out, use the gloopiest shampoo you can that's really thick, and add just say a little bit of salt. So this one is getting there, okay, but it does turn into more like a gel, and eventually it will harden up. All right, so good luck. This one is an extra one. It's not really slime. It's more like a gel. Okay, all right.